I'm Miss Danielle.
And I'm Miss Katie.
And today we're going to do rainbow in a jar. So what you are going to need is granulated sugar or white sugar, warm water out of the tap, 4 cups, popsicle sticks. You're also going to need green, yellow, blue, and red food coloring, a straw, and a clear jar to put it in. So first of all, we are going to measure in each cup a half of cup of warm water.
2 cups?
Well, we almost needed 2 cups so that a half a cup in each cup.
Okay. So overall you need 2 cups of water.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And let's see if Miss Danielle can do this without spilling it. Hey!
Ooh.
Sometimes it gets very tricky because water likes to spill. Miss Katie,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Oh, Miss Katie, you got skills.
Good job. Thank you.
You're welcome. So the next step is to add 2 drops of each of the food coloring to each of your cups. If Miss Danielle can get this.
So just 2.
Just 2. And now we stir them to make sure to get the color going. So now to the red jar, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar.
So this is a 1 tablespoon, so I'm going to need 2 of these. You don't want the big clumps because then that would be a not good measurement. An inaccurate measurement, if you know it right. Okay.
And so to the yellow one, we're going to add 4 tablespoons. Thank you.
Should I start stirring my sugar?
Yes, please.
So is the reason we want it warm to dissolve the sugar?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And if your tap water is not warm enough to dissolve it, you can always put them in the microwave for 45 seconds or so. And then we're going to add 6 tablespoons to the cream. Miss Katie, why do you think we're adding more to the different colors?
Well, for making a rainbow in a jar, we don't want the colors to mix. So there's 2 tablespoons in this one, there's 4 in that one, there's 6 in that one, and then this one is going to get 8. So the more you put in, the thicker the liquid is going to get, so the viscosity in it is going to go up. So this one is going to have the highest viscosity. A viscosity is basically the amount of friction between liquids. So this has, you'd say, like a low viscosity, so it's much more like thin. When you add the 8 tablespoons to this one, it's going to have a thicker viscosity. So that means it's definitely going to be like heavier.
And then
8 tablespoons?
8 tablespoons.
Do you think it'll all dissolve in the water?
It might. It should. If not, we'll go heat it up for just a moment.
7, 8. So if you can see, that's a lot of sugar.
It is. And as you can tell, that looks a lot fuller than the red one. And as you can see as well, the green one looks a lot fuller than the yellow one.
Do you want to switch your yellow and blues? Well, when we're done stirring.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. You can clearly see through that one, and then this one's like, it's still dissolving, but like it's much harder to see through this one.
Same with these. You can see the green and yellow. Right, so the next step is after we stirred each of them to dissolve the sugar, we're about to pour 1 inch of the blue water into our glass.
Okay. So how much would an inch be? What's an inch? So, you know. But I think that'd be about like here.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. All right. So I don't need the straw for this part, right?
No, you do not.
I'm gonna do a little bit more.
I say that's about an inch.
Okay.
Let me just turn it that way just a little. So our next step is we're going to take the straw and gently drip the green water on top of the blue layer. So they say that you want to take it, so you'll take it and put it in the cup and put your finger over top. If you can see, you've got a little bit of it in the cup. You do not, you want to put it on the side of it and get it as close to the side and bottom as you can, so that it goes to the top.
I think I can see it. We're not gonna need more, but
So we'll do a couple more so that it looks, you can kind of. Okay. I say a few more?
for sure.
Yeah.
Can we tilt it to the side?
I don't see why we can't. Because I think it'll go from the bottom starting to the top, how the rainbow is supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can see the difference. Can you, Miss Katie?
Mm-hmm. I can definitely see the green between the blue.
All right, so the green is in. Now we're going to add the yellow. Miss Katie, you can do the yellow. You've got a little longer hands and that than I do.
I don't think it'll immediately start stirring.
No.
The yellow is probably going to be a little bit harder to see only because it's yellow.
But you can kind of tell. I think the green, it goes green, blue, and then the yellow is on top. Might be because I might have added 1 extra tablespoon to the green of sugar. I might have lost count and added an extra tablespoon. But it's all good. It's still coming out like a rainbow. I think. The red you're really going to be able to tell, I think.
I'm just putting in a lot of the yellow only because it is such a light color.
Absolutely. And you have 2 darker colors underneath it.
I can definitely see it now.
Mm-hmm.
You think, should I add a little bit more? Should you start doing some red?
I say we can do some, maybe 1 more, 2 more, and then we'll just start doing some red. Red. Thank you.
The red's definitely going to be a little bit more pronounced than the yellow. But you can see it. There's the yellow, there's the green, and then there's the... Oh, sorry. There's the yellow, there's the blue, and then there's the green on the bottom. Oh, that was so strange.
It goes down and it floats right back up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the word you used earlier, viscosity. And I think if you don't have a straw, you might have an eyedropper. An eyedropper might work just as well.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you keep it to the side and drop it close to the layers as possible. Not like that though.
It happens. It's okay.
It does. You can definitely just about start seeing the red soon. Well, I think the green has come back up through the blue. And you might be able to add just a couple more drops of food coloring to darken up, say, the red or the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Katie, in school, were you ever really good at science?
I was good at like the artsy side of science, but the math part I was not that great at.
Yeah, I couldn't dissect a frog in school. That was not my favorite part.
No. I like the biology part when it talks about the plants and the ecosystems, and then I like doing experiments like this.
Absolutely.
Because then you get to explore with like I said, like the viscosities. That's a very like weird subject that you learn when you start school.
What do you say, Miss Katie? A couple more, or can you really see the red yet?
So what I see for sure is I see the blue,
Mm-hmm.
I see the yellow, but like the yellow looks really dark in there, and then I see the red. And I can kind of see the green.
Yeah, I can see the green too. So, that's the rainbow in the jar, as you can tell. I think the red's pretty good, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So, and now you admire your beautiful rainbow. Like I said, your colors might come out just a little bit darker, or your rainbow might come out a little bit different than ours. But you follow the steps and you get your rainbow. So, we miss you guys and hope you guys had fun. So, we will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.